Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today as we get cracking with video number 2 of 2. We did video number 1 earlier on. If you haven't seen that already, go and have a look over on that right hand corner and you can check that out and then go and come back and then check this video out to complete the set. We're gonna get started with what's happening with Chelsea. Before we get cracking though, with Chelsea, Soccer Aid is currently happening at Stamford Bridge. We've had Pochettino that was winning the game initially and then bottled the result in the second half. Lampard refused to bring on a player like Miniman up until I think it's minute 70. So he's only given him 20 minutes. It's PTSD from both ends here. PTSD from both ends. But I think Lampard and England are about to run away with it. And Pochettino is going to lose his last game at Stamford Bridge. Ever, maybe. So it is what it is. Let's get started with the news coming out of Chelsea and then we'll hover to some big stories that have kicked off elsewhere. We'll get into that. But let's start off at home. Here's the latest on a certain player that's leaving the club. Exclusive from Ben Jacobs, Everton are pushing to sign Armando Broja. Club in daily contact with Chelsea with a £30 million package discussed. Everton hoping for a quick breakthrough. Listen, off the bat, 30 million would be incredible business, I have to be honest. I think it's 25 million with a 5 million add-on fee, right? But for 25 million fee, 5 million add-on, around there, that's what's been rumoured. That would be immense. For a player like Broja, who's barely played any football, this would be a cherry on the cake. I think that would be fantastic business. So if Chelsea can actually pull that off, fair play. You've done a brilliant piece of selling right there. But that's not the problem. The problem is that apparently, according to other people, Everton are not pushing yet to go and get Broja. And this information is incorrect. Now, this was initially discussed earlier on because Everton's future is up in the air. In terms of the takeover, one has fallen through. I think with 777, I think that fell through. However, today, something else has come onto the table. And this is possibly why maybe Ben Jacobs has come out saying what you're saying. Although I'm inclined to think, why would a club be pursuing a player if the ownership are not even in place? It kind of doesn't make any sense. So it's crazy to understand where is this coming from. But here's the latest in relation to Everton's takeover situation. Check this out. Breaking. Vachi Manukian has made a £400 million offer to buy Everton, reports The Independent. Manukian has put together a group including American investors, a Saudi royal, and the Australian Maya family. That sounds like a cocktail out of nowhere, doesn't it? Bloody hell. American investors, one Saudi royal, bring the Aussies into it as well. Yeah, they could form the United Nations if they really wanted to, so unbelievable. But this is where you have to ask, okay, if a new bid has come onto the table from somewhere else, then cool. Who's running the situation with the football team at the moment, the transfers, and where is this bid for Broja coming from? It's a good question. So I have to question Ben Jacobs here. Where did you get this information from? Where is this from? I hope it goes through. Don't get me wrong. I hope it goes through. But I have to ask, where has it come from? We'll wait and see. I hope if they do get their ownership situation sorted, if they know who's coming through the door, maybe there's things that we don't know. Maybe it's already done. Who knows? With someone. Who knows? Anyway. If they were to come in for Broja for 30 million, that would be an immense deal. So let's hope that actually happens. As I said, for a player that's barely played any football, if Everton are willing to pay that much, please, by all means, you're more than welcome, Everton, more than welcome. So that's that. Let me know your thoughts down below. Let's move to the nitty-gritty now. Let's get into the meat and potatoes. Let's get into where it gets tasty. Let's get into what I think a few of us, I have to be neutral here, but I know a few of you are going to giggle at this. If you're not a Manchester United fan, you're going to find this hilarious. If you are a Manchester United fan, you're going to have a face palm right now. You're going to have your hand on your head or your head in your hands, whichever way you want, because of this. Exclusive from Fabrizio. Thomas Tuchel not planning to take Manchester United job. He wants to take a break, not coaching any club this summer. Tuchel currently decided not to continue in talks with United after meeting in the recent weeks. United deciding on Erik ten Hag future soon. So, once a blue, always a blue. Proper Chelsea. Proper Chelsea. Mr. Audi TT. Listen, mate, I'm so happy. Obviously, I'm not for him. Well, maybe even for him. But obviously, I want him to work. I want him to succeed. I want him to do what he's got to do, right? But not at Manchester United. That would be great. And he's walked away. Now, listen, I've seen Man United fans, including Saeed. Shout out Saeed. How are you doing, my friend? What's happening to your football club? He's going to get this. But anyway, I can WhatsApp him anyway. He WhatsApped me. When he wants to take the mic, he WhatsApps me and all the time. I've got to get him back when this saga is sorted. If you end up with Gareth Southgate, which, by the way, he has said, and you can hold him to this, he's decided to say, even clip it if you want, he is going to donate £1,000 to charity if Gareth Southgate becomes the Man United manager. Please, Man United, please, 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 for humanity now. We're talking for humanity, yeah? This is for charity. Go and get Gareth Southgate, because this man will give £1,000 to charity. And we have to see this. We have to see it. I don't care. So, United, go and get Gareth Southgate, please. Please. But, talking about Thomas Tuchel, I'm glad he's not taken that job. And the Man United fans, including Saeed, I guess they want to cope. I guess they want to try and convince themselves. I guess they don't want to face the reality, right? But they want to try and say, no, it's not Tuchel that said no. We decided to not go for Tuchel and we ended it. Like, okay, if you want. If you want. Now, the news and what has been reported is there are two versions to this. There's Thomas Tuchel, after speaking with Ineos, isn't interested in the project and he's walked away. There's also the other story where Ineos spoke with Thomas Tuchel, haven't come to a decision, and because it's taken so long, Tuchel's just like, see you later. I'm not bothered. So using that, they want to try and say, United fans mainly, Ineos are uncertain and they decided to not move for Thomas Tuchel anyway. Like, okay, you can tell yourself that. Thomas Tuchel, big up. He will not be going to Manchester United. I hope he has a great summer, right? And I hope he lands a very good job. Hey, you know what? Here's how it gets funny. I was talking about this earlier on video number 1. But we don't need to talk about Graham Potter in this instance. If Thomas Tuchel's not going to Manchester United, like I honestly deep down thought he would, I thought he'd go to United. I had it done in my conscience. I already came to terms with it. I was already like, okay, Tuchel's gone to United, it's done. I came to terms with it. Now it's not happening, it feels even better that he's not going. But if Gareth Southgate leaves England and goes to Man United, right, as he has to, because Saeed has to pay £1,000 to charity, then Tuchel, there's a job waiting for you, my friend. Take the England job. That would be heaven. That would be amazing. England under Thomas Tuchel. Oh my God. That would be brilliant. Wouldn't it? Let me know down below. What would you do? What would you think? Let me know below. So that's the latest coming out of Manchester United on that aspect. But there's another aspect that we've got to talk about with Man United. Check this out. Manchester United remain 100% decided on selling Jadon Sancho this summer, regardless of who is manager. Manchester United board looking for 40 million fee to let Sancho leave, with interest from Borussia Dortmund, but also other clubs. I'm just going to say this before anyone wants to even mention. If a Chelsea fan out here is going to go, let's get Jadon Sancho. No. Don't get me wrong. He's a great player. But I do think that I don't think Man United helped him. I don't think the situation with the manager helped him. I don't think that his circumstances helped. But I do think that there seems to be a thing where Jadon Sancho, maybe within Premier League football, finds it tough. In Germany, he's got a lot more freedom and a lot more space and a lot more time and a lot more speed to use, right? And he thrives. Borussia Dortmund, he looks in his element, right? I would expect Bayern Munich to try and make a move, if anything. But Man United want to sell. 40 million, it's a decent fee. For a player like him, it's a decent fee. I wouldn't at Chelsea personally. I don't want another right winger. And some are going to say, it's fine, we can stick him on the left. Yeah, we could. And you could argue, is he better than Sterling? Is he better than Mudryk? There's a conversation to be had there for sure. But I'm just not convinced of what Sancho can offer in the Premier League. It's a risk. It's a big risk. So anyway, let me know. Would you take him or not? Let me know down below. I'd love to hear. But he would be leaving Manchester United. Who's going to go in for him? Let's see. Borussia Dortmund, I don't think are going to have the capital to be able to get this deal done permanently. Although they are interested, as Fabrizio has said. But I expect a Bayern Munich perhaps to try and maybe come in. Especially under Vincent Kompany. I think this would make sense. So let's wait and see what happens. Let me know your thoughts down below. West Ham have done something hilarious. I have to mention this because this is brilliant. You know, I thought it was just us and Real Madrid once. But nah, West Ham want to get into the mix. Check this out. Luis Guilherme will depart from Brazil to London later tonight, landing on Monday and set for medical tests as a new West Ham player. Plan confirmed. West Ham United. And yes, you are not seeing stars. You are seeing exactly what I'm seeing. That's another Palmeiras player. Another one. Another one from Palmeiras. They are cooking up all sorts of youngsters over there. It's crazy, right? Endrick left Palmeiras, Real Madrid. Esteval Williams leaving Palmeiras, Chelsea. This geezer leaving Palmeiras, going to West Ham. And who is he? Well, he is a 18-year-old, very versatile player, it seems. Can play right wing, left mid, right mid, attacking mid, and as a centre forward. He's done it all. He's actually done it all. I'm not even lying. He's played 45 times for Palmeiras at senior level, as well as a few games at under 20 level, but mainly at senior level. And he's a Brazilian under 20. So he's basically in the same bracket as Esteval William at the moment. And he's going to West Ham. For how much? Good question. I'm seeing his market value is about 17 million euros. I don't know what the fee is actually, what the fee actually is. Anyway, we'll see. But for West Ham, this could end up being a really good buy for them. And a good piece of scouting. Maybe they decided to look at us and go, you know what? Why do they keep looking in Brazil? What's over there? Let's look in Brazil. And they found this guy. So, I don't know. Good luck. And good luck. Well, not too much because it's West Ham. But good luck to him and good luck to West Ham with this transfer. And let's see how it goes down. Let's see how he's going to develop at West Ham. Let me know your thoughts if you know anything about this player. Much appreciated. Couple of things before we wrap up. Here's the latest coming out of Spurs. Tanguy Ndombele set to leave Tottenham as a free agent. Spurs want to end his contract and release him this month. Fabrizio's missed out the word there. Final details to be clarified, then Ndombele will leave the club. So, it's crazy because we've not spoken about this player in ages. I forgot he existed. Ndombele, wow. So it's amazing. I go back to that quote of that Jose used because he was a Mourinho player at Tottenham. You know, how they play, when they play, if they play. If you remember that clip, this applies to Ndombele. This guy's fizzled out and we've just forgotten about him. Now he's leaving on a free. He's being released. That's mad. So let's see what happens. Who's going to pluck him up? I don't know. Maybe Fenerbahce might come in for him. I don't think Jose will take him back, I'll be honest. But we'll see what happens. Let me know your thoughts on Ndombele leaving Tottenham for free, as everyone forgot he existed. And I have to mention this to wrap up, just out of goodwill. Check this out. Alan Hansen, currently seriously ill in hospital. And I thought I'd mention TalkSport saying our thoughts are with Alan and his family. Absolutely. I only mention this because Alan Hansen for me, I grew up, like most of you, in the UK, watching Match of the Day from when I was a kid, right? I remember MOTD back in the day. And Alan Hansen was the guy, right? And for me, my favourite pundit. When I think of pundit, not the modern day, I mean all time, since I've been alive, Alan Hansen pops into my head. Iconic, straight down the middle, direct, no bias, except for Liverpool time to time. But he was fair. He was more fair than most when it came to the Liverpool bias, with all the other pundits. So Alan Hansen, I really liked in terms of his analysis and the way that he talks football. And he has the infamous line, doesn't he? The infamous line of, you can't win anything with kids. And to this day, that's still not been proven untrue. Chelsea are on a mission to try and prove that to be untrue. But anyway, my well wishes goes out to Alan Hansen, and I hope that he gets better and he recovers soon. So well wishes and get well soon, Alan Hansen. And there we are. Let me know your thoughts down below. Much appreciated. And I will see all of you tomorrow for another one or maybe another two. I'll see you then. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash the like button if you've enjoyed this. I will catch all of you tomorrow. So look after yourselves, people. See you lot tomorrow. Have a good one. Take care and peace.